Sometimes we need to be able to crop and resize our images. So to get that done today, we're going to use an application called a GIMP. It is a freeware version of image editing software. And this is what it looks like. If I go to File, Open, I can find an image file. In this case, I'm going to use the temple.jpg file. And I had resized it so that it's 500 by 375 pixels. So this is viewing it at 100%. Over here on the left in the toolbox, if I look around through the tools, you can see that as I move over tools, we get tooltips. And this one here, it looks like a knife, is the crop tool. And it says that it will remove edge areas from image or layer. So if I click on that, knife tool, the crop tool, I can come out to my image and just drag select what I want to keep. For example, an image of my face. And I hit enter, and you'll see that only my face is left. So everything else got trimmed away. This is called cropping. And I can now file and save as, so that I can save a copy of this, and I'm going to call it Temple Cropped so that I don't overwrite the original image, and save. This little dialog comes up and I can select the quality. I'm just going to leave the default and save it. So that's cropping, and I'm going to close. There's another thing that I can do here, and it is File, Open. I'm going to resize this original temple JPEG. And I can do that by going to the Image, Scale Image. So some applications will say scale, some will say resize. And by the way, this is the proper way to resize an image, is to go into an image editing software and scale or resize it from within here. Okay, once I choose that menu option, the Scale Image dialog comes up, and I want you to notice there are these little locks here. What does that mean? Well, it's interesting. The width here is 500, the height is 375, and with this little lock on, this is a proportional constraint. So watch what happens. Let's say that I want to make a little thumbnail image. I want to make a thumbnail image, and I want it to only be 100 pixels wide maximum. When I type 100 in there and hit tab, the bottom, the height, changes to 75 pixels. This is a proportional constraint. In other words, the application is scaling the height to match the same proportion that I scaled the width. And if I hit the scale button, there's my image. I'm viewing this at 100%, as you can see down here at the bottom. So I have made my image smaller. And this is great for a little thumbnail gallery. I can do a File, Save As, and I'm going to change this, save this as a Temple Thumb JPEG on my desktop. And again, the quality here, I'm going to leave the defaults and hit save. So that's how to crop and resize an image.